For this application of the CA glue, I am going to use the slower curing glue and boiled linseed oil in combination. For this, the slower the cure, the better it is, because the linseed oil acts as an accelerant for the glue, so having a slower curing glue is going to be helpful in getting a nice spread. I am using the medium CA glue, but it would be better to use even a slower curing glue than this one. With the lathe spinning at about 700-800 RPM, I am going to apply a puddle of the CA glue on this paper towel. And by puddle, that is about 8 or 10 big drops. And wipe that down across the wood. Get a nice coating of that glue all the way down. Then come down to a clean place on the towel. And make a big puddle of the boiled linseed oil. Really wet the surface with that. And keep rubbing it at that speed until you get that odor that tells you that the CA glue is curing. It smells somewhat different from normal curing CA glue, but it is just as obnoxious. Again, wait until you get that obnoxious odor. That tells you that the CA glue is starting to cure. And when you get that, speed the lathe up. Then find a dry place on the paper towel and wipe off all of the excess boiled linseed oil. Sand it lightly with the 600 grit. Stop the lathe and go with the length of the grain. Wipe it off, get a clean paper towel, and do it again. Get a nice little puddle of the CA glue on the towel, wipe it down from one end to the other. Get that puddle of boiled linseed oil out here, put it over the top, and rub. Again, wait until you get that obnoxious odor. Speed the lathe up. Then find a dry place on the paper towel and wipe off all of the excess boiled linseed oil. Sand it lightly with the 600 grit. Stop the lathe and go with the length of the grain. Wipe it off, get a clean paper towel, and do it again. You'll probably notice that on all of these finishes I'm doing a lot of slow and fast and slow and fast. This is where the variable speed on the twist of a dial, really a handy thing to have as against having to change belts on a step pulley. Sometimes you get a bright gloss off of this. I usually don't get as bright a gloss, but the advantage of this pen is with that soft gloss, and it feels good. In the hand, it feels as though it were a warmer, softer finish than what it really is. It feels like bare wood or shellac, when reality is that it is a plastic finish, CA glue. If you want a higher gloss, hit it with the 12,000 micro mesh. Then speed it up and use the grocery bag paper. If you want a higher gloss than that, take it to a buffing wheel and buff it with white diamond compound.